Here's Cairo Santos now ready to get this one started. And off we go from Soldier Field. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. First run now for Kyron Williams. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Stafford now to throw. Got a man open. It's Tyler Higbee. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 23 yards the pickup there.
It's a well-designed play here. 3 wide receivers in the formation. They're all going to run deep routes to put pressure on the safeties. And then they let their tight end cut his route off a little shorter and work toward the middle of the field. That's a difficult route to try to defend.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Now it's 2nd and 10. Play action. Stafford. That's caught. Puka Nacua. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 29-yard line. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. A toss to the wide side. This is Williams. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 13-yard line. A solid gain of 15 yards and the sticks move. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Now a give up the middle to Williams. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Kyron Williams, a 13-yard touchdown run. And the Rams put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. And that caps off what was really a balanced opening drive for them, Charles. They work in the rushing game and the aerial attack, and they end it with a touchdown.
Strong in so many ways, wasn't it, partner? Their ability to throw it and run it and accomplish their goal, they've got to like the way that they started this ball game.
The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. On the return, Simba Webster from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. Looking to throw is Williams. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Byron Young, the one who got in and finished that play off. And they get to him right out of the gate. And this defense hoping that that's a harbinger of things to come.
Yeah, when you give up a first-play sack, makes your quarterback wonder if he's going to go to the sidelines and talk with his offense coordinator and head coach and say, hey, you know that game plan we put together? We might need to change it right now.
And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 9 yards. And just like that, it's third down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Sliding out of the pocket. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
Got my first down back.
To the air, Williams on the move to his left.
Oh,
and he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. Rolling to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. A wild throw there, and it is intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Curl. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. 15 yards there for number 15. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it in.
And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in.
That was
36 yards on the play.
I don't think we'll ever get enough of watching one-handed catches, and when they pay off, they are spectacular. But how about the times they don't pay off and coaches go, two hands still works.
I know, but they go for them so often now that I'm almost starting to take them for granted.
Yeah, that's unbelievable, isn't it? Because these are sensational type plays.
Especially that one with a defender right there. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
When coaches stress their defense being physical, they don't just mean the big guys. How about the guys on the outside, the cornerbacks? It's not just their job to patrol the airspace. They can get involved in the run game as well.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. To throw is Stafford. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jacob Martin. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching the bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
Let's go, defense.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Oh,
damn.
his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Rams are going to have it here just past the 25.
And Brandon, how many times have we talked with these rookies out there, and then we finally hear from them that the game slowed down and they're able to handle things? Not so far for this rookie, because right now, back-to-back drives, they picked him off. Not college football anymore. He's got to find a way to handle what these defenses throw at him.
Stafford's throw here hauled in by Cup. Loose inside the 30. And he's finally down at the 21-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 53 yards.
I'll tell you what, this is not going to be a fun discussion at halftime for this defense. They've been absolutely taken advantage of in the first half. And here's another play for big yardage.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Stafford. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Second and 10. Here's Stafford. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Tyreek Stevenson picks it off. And the Bears are going to take over at their own 2-yard line.
And, partner, I think this is where long-term starters in the NFL separate themselves from the rest of the pack, because there's still 3 full quarters left in this one. More than enough time to move past a pair of early mistakes and find a way to lead your team to a win. Mental resiliency, a characteristic every NFL team's looking for in their quarterback.
Brought down on the play by Kobe Turner.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Here's a 2nd and 8. Again, it's Johnson. And a nice pickup as this one gets him to the 10-yard line. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
They need 2. Here's 3rd down. They'll try and run here with Swift. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 18 yards on that one, and Chicago has the first. On 1st down, here's Williams. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. The flag comes in, it's incomplete, and I'm not sure he was still behind the line when he let that one go. He broke that line of scrimmage and then let it fly, and that's an automatic flag.
Yeah, and you don't just lose the 5 yards there, but you lose it down as well. So he obviously needs to have better awareness about what he's going to do. Either tuck it and go or throw it to a target and get that pass away.
Oh,
on 2nd down, here's Williams. He's going to take another shot here. On Stafford for the 3rd time is intercepted. And he will be taken down, but there is a penalty marker on the field, and it's in the backfield. So now it appears they're going to accept the penalty, which means take away the interception. Also means keep your defense on the field. Don't understand this from one bit. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Williams. He'll fire deep, looking for more. And this incomplete. An excellent play downfield on the football. Might have had a shot to pick it off even, but it's 2nd down.
And he's missed now in his first 4 passing attempts. The rhythm is just not there to begin this ball game.
Here's 2nd and 10. They'll fake the give. Now Williams. He'll buy some time right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Another incompletion there. That's 5 in a row now to start this game. He's got to take a deep breath now, step back, shake it off a little bit, trust his offensive line, and hope that his play caller dials up something that can give him a completion and get him going.
And that that will be incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. 31 yards on the punt there. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10.
Almost the whole thing got frozen.
In your refrigerator?
Yeah.
Did you turn it down?
Yeah. That's how cold it gets. Like, look. That's how cold it gets when that wasn't even that close to the fridge. That was his hand in his mouth.
I'm 0 for 6 on passes, bro. Fuck yeah, I did. Yep. Because I forgot about her fire detector being right there. And I ripped off the fucking pin. Like, back to back. I ripped off the fucking dab pin back to back, bro, and I blew it down toward, but it filled the room up and it set off the fucking smoke detector. And them bitches being in an apartment, man, them bitches are hardwired in, so it's fucking a fan. See, this is the brand that I bought for flour. But dude, it's fucking garlic cocktail coming in at 33.81% THC. It was only like $69 a half, something like that. I'm taking a reclaim hit. She done, dude. She checked out again, dude. She done. All right, Justin, let's go. Well, you know what? Don't make me say your middle name. I will on your wedding day. I'll be fucking stoned and fucking my buddy, blah 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 blah. I'm not telling you. Go. Well, yeah, but I probably won't. I probably won't write it down. It'll probably just come off the top of my head. A lot. Justin, unpause it. Justin, unpause it. What?
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
Here's Stafford now on second down.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Here's Stafford.
On Stafford for the 3rd time is intercepted.
Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
Well, I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me, that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you've thrown this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
That is incomplete.
They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
To throw, Williams.
And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter.
And the Rams are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line.
So his struggle is just continuing here in the first half, throwing the football. Charles, now 3 interceptions.
And they don't feel like they're just great plays by the defense. There's a sense that maybe he's a little careless with the football now. So some of the great coaches in the past, you know, they've always said, I can't teach you, obviously, because you're not listening. So maybe the bench can teach you. He's got to be careful now. He might get pulled.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble. He already came through for them on this drive. No surprise that they were hoping he could do it again.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And the Bears will have the football as this is taken up past the 30.
Boy, Charles, that is now 3 interceptions in 3 consecutive drives, and you can see he's just got a look of disgust and bad body language, understandably, as he walks off the field.
And I think it comes from the fact that he's not sure what he sees down the field, Brandon. I don't know if he's seeing ghosts. I don't know if he just can't read defenses. I'm not sure what it is, but that's why he's frustrated. And think about the defense right now. Every time they run on the field, they've gone from hoping to intercept a pass to expecting to intercept passes. Their confidence at an all-time high right now. That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Williams to the air on 2nd down.
They'll roll him out right. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
As we both know, there was a lot that went into why they made him their first-round pick this year. And part of it was what they saw in college, his playmaking ability when things break down. As soon as he saw he wasn't getting a lane to throw, he pivoted and found an alternate way to the marker.
Here's Williams on 1st and 10.
And the Rams got him. They bring him down. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
Throwing is Williams. And that went a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
He's going to sling this deep downfield. That's going to be knocked away and in. Complete.
So one first down on that drive, and that's it. Forced to take the deep shot on third down and couldn't hit it. Now they have to punt this one away.
Here comes the Bears punter now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. Oh, it's a wobbler here. And they'll get to this and down it inside the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked by Kevin Byard. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years, but here we go. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
Second and 5. They'll stay on the ground with Swift.
And some nice running, going to get him down close to a first down at the Rams' 13-yard line. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming.
But, partner, the defense isn't going to adjust, and they keep giving them those 5, 6, 7-yard runs over and over. They're likely to run it the whole way to the end zone. They'll be more than happy to take the yardage available and save some of their other plays in the playbook for another time.
Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
They'll try it now with Swift.
And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
To throw, it's Williams.
Buying time to his left. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down.
Swift going to try up the middle.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears.
DeAndre Swift
punching it in from a yard away.
And the Bears are an extra point away from capturing the lead.
You always worry about the plant foot in the snow, but no problems there. And they take the lead here at 7-6. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
Out of the end zone comes Smith. And he probably wishes he would have sat on that one. Instead, he's only able to get this up beyond the 15-yard line. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
Going to be taken in here by Nakua.
And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Well, there's no disputing. He's made some poor throws in this first half, but this was a good one. And you can bet this is an offense that isn't going to pull back. They believe in what he can do. So all you can do is look forward, and they pick up a first down.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. After one, a 1-point game, 7-6. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 43. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 43.
Now they'll send Kupp in motion right. Now a fake on the jet sweep, and off the play action, he'll look to throw it.
He's going to let this go deep, back over the middle. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Offenses all over continue to be aggressive, and most people never turn down a shot at a deep ball. But oftentimes, it attracts a little bit of extra attention, and it did on that play, and that one got knocked away.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go, ball on the 43.
Meanwhile, Stafford's throw, it's complete into the hands of Higbee.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 33. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
Hello. All right.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Come on, let's stop him,
Now
boys.
10th carry. Here's Williams.
Oh, yeah, we'll stop him.
And he will lose
We're going to signature on his ass. There we go. Wave at him, wave at him.
2 yards to loss, 2nd and 12.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
Off of play action. Here's Stafford.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job.
Nice D, y'all.
And now it brings up 3rd down.
Yes, it was. It was
So
incomplete.
another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Jaquan Brisker getting sent on the safety blitz, and he was able to finish it off.
The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They snap it to Stafford. And now here is another interception.
Picked off by Jaquan Brisker. And the Bears are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
Switch that up just in time, y'all.
I can do up here is just shake my head. I mean, 6 interceptions. I cannot imagine what he's thinking between the ears right now.
Well, just think of how it is for his teammates, because after the first few, you know they're going over to him, hey, we'll get them next time. Now they're probably a little bit frustrated. And if you're a receiver, you're thinking to yourself, any ball that's in the air, you become receiver and defensive back. You've got to go compete for the ball so that you don't get another one picked off.
Williams now looking to throw on 1st and 10. That's complete to Swift out of the backfield.
And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Dancing to his left. Now he'll let it go on
That's
the
coming
run,
back.
Deep left side. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. So they hit pay dirt, but don't count it yet. There's laundry on the field. We'll see what the penalty
just go ahead
flag
and
is
decline
about.
that, buddy.
Brutal, so take away the long touchdown.
It's a cruel game sometimes, partner.
Maybe worse than the loss of yardage, they also lose the down. So now it's 3rd and long. They'll go play action here with Williams. Sliding out of the pocket. And firing a deep ball for Kmet. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And the Rams are going to take over at their own 11-yard line.
Partner, have you ever heard the story of Icarus in mythology? That's the guy who flew too close to the sun and had his wings melted. That was our guy right there. Keeps pressing it and pressing it. Finally, on that throw, he paid the price with that turnover.
Sound like you're, yeah, like, what the hell is that?
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right,
And now off to the races down the right side.
You ain't doing it on the second one. You can get me on that first run flick like that, but I ain't letting you break another one off like that. Why is he throwing it to Cooper Kupp?
Once he caught the ball, there wasn't anybody close enough to stop him. And he was able to continue downfield after making the catch.
So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. A throw over the middle taken in. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. And 26 big yards on that one. It's another first down. Now Stafford. This is caught.
You got so fucking lucky on that, bro.
Puka Nacua, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Rams have regained the lead.
I ain't worried about it. I'll come back and run
Now
one
the try
back.
here for the point after. And he atones for his miss the first time around as this one is up and good to extend their lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Here comes Webster. He's going to bring it out. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. From the shotgun, a throw for Williams. Going deep here for Allen. A leap, and he's got it. He got it. And great
Appreciate
yardage
it, buddy.
here all the way deep into Los Angeles territory. A huge play.
I
there
seen
for
you switched it. That left
And
bucket.
even
That
60
left. Once you
yards.
switched it, bro, it left Dunza wide open in the distance because it pulled your third man out.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. 2nd and 5 from the 8.
Oh.
Once again, it's Swift. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
Well, partner, they've been running it well the entire game, and the big guys up front. They're a huge reason why. And now they're reaping the benefits as they continue to open up big holes and gain nice yardage.
The Bears on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
They will run straight ahead with Swift. And he takes this one in.
Appreciate it, buddy.
Bears touchdown. DeAndre Swift with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Bears have tied the ball game with a chance to take the lead. Santos now to add the PAT.
Oh, I missed that one.
And it's no good. He missed it. And the game remains tied. Oh, boy.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
All square now at 13 all as he sends this one away. And they'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up past the 40-yard line.
In a tie game,
Bro, if that big boy would have fucking broken away, I probably would have got off the game, dude.
Back on special teams and now return. That could be the spark to untie
I would have let
the
you
game.
just win it. I'd have been like, I concede, bro. I concede.
Ready to go for their next drive. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. Here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. So the ball moves from their own 41 to the other 41 here for 1st and 10. Now it's Stafford. And my goodness, another interception. Tyreek Stevenson picks it off. And the Bears will take over here at their own 14-yard line. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man
Yeah,
who stood
I
in
mean,
this
I got
spot
away
before.
with it.
He
I mean,
always
it
talked
wasn't
about
an illegal
how much
hit.
pressure's in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw? And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Being chased out left. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. And he is going to bring this back
just give it
inside
right.
the 20.
Yeah, just give it right back to you, buddy. Just give it right back to you.
And you have to wonder,
Fuck 'em and
Charles,
feed 'em
in a game
fish
like
eggs,
this,
donkey.
5
Fuck 'em and feed 'em fish
interceptions, what
eggs.
does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day because
you're gonna get
it's
it
going
right
to leave
here.
lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And this carry now is productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. CD, put on your OC cap here. What do you do? 2nd and 1, you get stuffed. Now 3rd and 1.
You know, in the old days, I would have said we're going to line up and we're going to run the same darn play and we're going to get it right. But nowadays, as tough as defenses are, I want some mobility. I want some movement, putting the ball in the hands of my quarterback and giving him a run-pass option. Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
And he's not even going to come close to picking up the first. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And the Bears will get the Vince.
No, he wasn't YouTube.
You got to think kind of crucial here to put
Awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Bro, I didn't even
I know
see
he was
that,
trying to get
dude.
the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback, I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Evident there that he learned his lesson from the last drive. No way he was going to force a throw that time. When nothing broke open, kept it, and ended up running for a first down himself.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Williams. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side.
Oh, my God, come on.
Another interception. Picked off by Cameron Curl. And the Rams are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line.
And the tough thing is when he goes back and reviews the film, he'll see that he already escaped the pocket.
Break your,
he could have gotten
your
more
fucking
himself
legs
by
doing that
using
shit
his
one of
legs,
these days on this
and
game.
that might have been the better choice there instead of challenging the zone. A miscalculation on his part, and he pays for it with the interception.
After the interception, here's Stafford. Going for the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
I've got a good friend in football, always talks about predictive history. He's got one of their 2 touchdowns. You can understand why they tried to find him again. Weren't able to connect, but the thought, that was...
And my goodness, another interception. Picked by Kevin Byard. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. With that interception, he just set a record that nobody ever wants to set, and that's the most picks ever in an NFL game. 8.
The last time we saw 7, 2001, right?
Yeah.
Ty Detmer. He's with the Lions at that time. To get to 8, are we sure he knows what color?
And now here is another interception. And the Rams force the turnover, and they'll take over at the 10. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage.
That's off me, bro. Watch it.
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. 52 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
And my goodness, another interception.
Dude, that was a wicked one, bro.
Oh, this is just crazy. He's got 3 interceptions, Charles, and we haven't even departed the first half of this ball game.
I think if you're looking at the stats right now, you're saying, all right, who's the leading receiver? Well, can you flip it around and say that maybe he is and could be for the game the way that things are going right now? I think if it's him, he wants to be on the field at all times.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. CD, remember, he had a touchdown earlier, but that was in a much more conventional manner. This time picking up the fumble and taking it in for 6.
Yeah, he bailed his team out with a scoop and score right there. Multiple touchdowns in this game for him, and he's not complaining how he got it done.
And again, it's no good. A few boo birds coming out as he's missed his 2nd extra point here in the first half. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. On
On a return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, kind of a costly one, as he won't make it back to the 20. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head
But
coach
Cooper
handling
Kupp
it?
didn't want to
The
go
offensive
down, man.
coordinator. Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. So into Bear territory now. This is first and 10 at the 48-yard line. And
Nice stop, D.
Oh, the coverage a little too good there.
Let's go, boys.
Down.
We can stop them. We can stop them, Rams.
Very tough for a guy to hold on to the
We
football.
ain't worried
through all that
about it.
contact, hands up forcing the incompletion.
Now a dump off here complete. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
Yeah, but this is
He
my
was not
area
the
down
primary
here. This is the
target. They
area I
expected
love.
to get the ball downfield. Instead, checked it down. An old coach of mine used to say to us all the time, when they check it down, that should end the down. In this case, though, he foiled that.
Nice
And he's
PD,
got
buddy.
it. That's Kupp for a Ram touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Rams are an extra point away now from moving out in front. Extra point splits the uprights. And with it, his guys take the lead here by a point.
No, you've had the lead once, I think, already. Because I had to come back and score the other touchdown. So technically, you still had the lead.
Here comes Webster. He's going to bring it out. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
Shit, I'm the only one that's ever going to get a kickoff return on you.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down. Here's a handoff to Swift. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. 84 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. Play action. Now Williams. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it looks like the Rams might have it, and they do have it. The defense, they were swarming that time and ultimately got to him before he could get rid of the football and knocked it free.
And don't you feel just a little bit of sympathy for him back there, though? So much going on, so much swirling around. He's trying to find someone downfield. He's trying to move around to find an open target. Sometimes you forget the number one thing, take care of the football.
Following the fumble recovery, Stafford. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
That was nice work there defensively to force
I don't know.
incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Now a play fake it at Stafford. And now here is another interception. Picked by Kevin Byard. And the Bears are going to get the football here at their own 23. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Right now they're on the wrong end of the scoreboard, and that won't change if this drive ends like the last one when they had that lost fumble. So you have a feeling taking care of the football certainly paramount right now.
Sunday.
Yeah, it's not just the guy who dropped it on the last drive, is it? That means everyone who might touch the ball is getting the same message. Guys, ball security, paramount. Let's take care of it, and if we do, we've got a chance to put points on the board.
And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. Operating from the gun, Williams. Flush to his right. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Their entire offense has been centered on him, and he's been
I have
carrying
no
the load
idea,
with
buddy,
ease.
but you
100
did.
yards rushing in a game for a quarterback is rare. In a single half, darn near a masterpiece.
Forced out to his left. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. To throw again, Williams. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Akello Witherspoon. And the Rams are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out.
Oh, my God, bro.
One-handed. Wow. Touchdown, L.A. Make that now 3 first-half touchdown passes for Matthew Stafford. And the Rams will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Well, if the plan is to come in here and go toe-to-toe with these guys, it certainly does not hurt if you hit them with a big shot along the way, too.
That's got to give them some confidence. And the other thing right now, it quiets this crowd, at least for the time being.
Yeah, that is what is called the intended consequence of their actions.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is up to 8.
Okay, I heard you, kiddo.
The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the
bet
air.
the remote down, like, no, let's go with it.
Here comes Webster. He's going to bring it out. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
Nope. Like, it's on now, buddy.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive.
And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed.
Appreciate it.
Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
On is Santos for the Bears field goal.
Right hash, 37-yard attempt. Santos' kick is up and through, and that'll get the lead down to 5.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with
I didn't have no
points.
more timeouts.
Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half. Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
On second down, here's Stafford. Gonna let one fly for Robinson.
Oh my God, bro! Again.
Touchdown,
Again to Robinson. Again, you piece of monkey shit.
And the Rams
Don't
will
stick your head up an elephant's
just before
ass.
halftime.
Partner, to me, that touchdown
You
had something
dirty
that was kind of rooted in
cock
that group seeing
suck.
the future. And what I mean by that is they had a plan.
You monkey
Let's find a way to score right here before the half. And now to give us momentum going into the second half. Give us that cushion that we're looking for.
Yeah.
They got that accomplished, scoring right before the
I'm
half.
gonna get banned from YouTube, bro, for fucking...
Point after, right down the middle. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage.
I hope you choke on a bag of dicks, you fucking... Come on, kick the ball, bro.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Here comes Webster. He's going to bring it out. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
Fucking camel.
At the line, prepping for their
Fucking
next
camel
drive,
ride
the Bears
motherfucker.
offense. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it. Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
Throwing on second down is Williams. And now here is another interception. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Throwing is Stafford. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with it.
We got the second
defensively.
till halftime.
And they'll bring up second down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
And that one complete downfield to Cup. And with a clock reading zeros, he is into the end zone. What an exclamation mark to the end of this second quarter.
Indeed. Indeed.
And they extend their lead, a little added cushion into the lockers. What a way to finish.
Tremendous way. That's momentum that they carry in with them. Can they convert it and bring it back out to start the third quarter?
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Lake effect snow set to continue for the second half of action as we are back underway. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
I have to.
Okay. I was surprised that you and April were up on the same live. Weren't you and April up on the same live earlier? Justin, no, Nectar Collector. Come on, we ain't got time for a dab rig. Yeah. 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 Justin, do you really just leave your phone at the table? Yeah. Where'd that come from? I won't eat it. I don't like Pizza Hut. Yeah, I can't stand Pizza Hut. Dude, I watched Pizza Hut drop my pizza on the floor in an attempt to put it on the thing and bring it to me, and I was like, nope, I'm done. No, Papa John's. That's the only Papa John's or Domino's. Or Domino's. Like I love Domino's. Not, dude, go get them, or or go get their like fucking their bowl dinners. We used to eat those, or like their fucking yes.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Right back to Swift again on second down. And this will be a Bears first down as the tackle made just shy of the 40.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
On the handoff, this is Swift. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
From the lineman to the guy running with it, that was a well-executed first down by the offense. With 2 shots left to get the first, you can get a little aggressive here on second down if you want and try for some bigger yardage.
And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right in midfield at the 50. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Let's face it, when you have a guy who can pick up those types of runs and keep the chains moving or stay ahead of the chains, you're making everyone else on offense happy because you're opening things up to allow for a whole lot of different play calls.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to let it go deep right sideline. And that's going to be incomplete.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
Oh, that's Brian.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
What up, buddy?
Working out of the gun, Williams. Rolling to his right. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
These are running back numbers that he's accumulating right now. Received double-digit carries and has rewarded them by breaking the century mark in rushing, in addition to what he's done through the air. Definitely MVP caliber football we're witnessing.
On 1st and 10, it's Williams. He'll buy some time right. Bears it out toward the corner of the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Williams steps away to his left.
Oh, my God, I did not mean to hit
another
that
interception. And the Rams are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. They had the big halftime lead. Their defense just helped them out further by forcing the turnover, so things are starting to look pretty rosy. Down the numbers. There he goes. There he goes again. Touchdown, LA.
I'm about to concede this game
DeMarcus Robinson, 78 yards. And the Rams are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Since like the third game we played.
This offense, they were dynamic in the first half. The halftime break, that didn't slow them down at all. Big strike here in the third quarter.
It's almost as if they were saying, it's not just our skill in the first half that's getting this done, it's confidence as well. And confidence has taken over this game in a big way. How about these strikes that we're seeing?
Hey, if I lose, I'm not worried about it.
The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air.
Oh, what the fuck, Webster?
And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Check.
Operating from the gun, Williams. He's going to float this one deep right side. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Bears. Rome Odunze. 57 yards. And the Bears are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Well, Charles, kind of the future of this franchise on display right there. You had a rookie throwing it, a rookie catching it, and taking it into the end zone.
Could you imagine if we were in the owner's box right now and we could look at the front office and see the grins on their faces, to see the present making plays and knowing what the future will bring with these youngsters going out and making big-time moments happen for this team.
Now after the touchdown here, Santos to kick this one away. Out of the end zone comes Smith. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
Looks like that here. Let's go. Is it snowing? Yep, I can see it. I haven't looked outside here yet to see if it's snowing.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Back to throw, Stafford. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big 3rd down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
Oh, a hit. He lost the football. Stafford puts it on the ground, and this is picked up by the Bears. And he'll bring it back to the 9-yard line.
Well, number one on the list of things not to do when you're up 3 scores in the 3rd, that right there, give the football away.
I love when you speak like that. You know how doctors talk about taking the Hippocratic Oath, first do no harm? You just did the football-cratic one right there. Don't give the ball away when you have a lead that you can lock this game down with.
Williams now. Following the fumble recovery, he'll throw. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
This is a rarity in the NFL, a 100-yard game on the ground for a quarterback. Even as those passers get more athletic and mobile, we only see about 5 of these a season. It takes a special set of circumstances for it to happen, and of course, a special player.
Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
Well, they made the play there, and I'll guarantee you their coaches and the other players are screaming at them about their pride. Come on, guys. He's already gotten in 3 times. You can't give up a 4th one. And on that play, they were able to make the stop.
And you knew they were going to go to him to try to get that 4th.
And why wouldn't they? It's not just getting the 4th. He's the hot hand, so to speak, right? The hot feet in this situation. And he knows how to find the end zone. That time, he just didn't get there.
Well, if this defense can hold him to a field goal here, what a win that would be.
Not just a win on the possession, but psychologically take over the ball game. But this started with 1st and goal, so they were in 4 down.
And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Bears' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Santos with the extra point, and the lead is trimmed down to 10.
Yep, you got to write the name too, buddy, because it probably won't last long.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
It's going to be a small kick. You'll have good field position.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out. Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back
more on me than got
incompletions.
outscored with DJ Moore.
Stafford. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Jalen Johnson. And the Bears are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. So, my goodness, I would have thought this possible not too long ago. That turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the second half. I just wonder on the other side of the field where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape up.
And I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Offensively, they're just not playing a very clean football game right now. This deficit, there's a fumble. Good news for them, at least. That went out of bounds.
You're exactly right, and as they breathe a sigh of relief, you know they're looking at the scoreboard, thinking to themselves, if we turn it over there, things could really get rough for us trying to make a comeback in this game.
Looking to throw is Williams. They'll roll him out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
What? I like my long balls, y'all.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. On 3rd down, here comes Swift. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. 116 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. To the air, Williams.
My shit froze, bro.
I
couldn't throw. I couldn't do shit. My shit froze.
In there to get him yet again. That is his 3rd sack tonight. They can't figure him out.
Well, this has to count as a great team effort today. But
that's
this
bullshit,
man,
dude.
He's been at the center of all of it. Really special day for any defense to have this many sacks in a game. Even more so for this player.
No, I can fuck with it now, but that was some bullshit, dude. Holy fuck.
Here's Williams. Looking to throw on 2nd down. And he'll be out.
It's not happened yet, because I can still buy my sodas.
Pretty nice gain on the scramble. Gets him 12 yards.
Partner was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on 2nd down.
Here's 3rd and 9. Back to throw. Williams under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Call it a loss of 4 there on the sack. And speaking of the number 4, it brings up 4th down now. They'll go. Here's Williams. Trying to lay one up deep. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. A surprising move to go for it, predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off, and the Rams get the football in outstanding field position. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Pass complete there to Nakua. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. It's a gain of 15, and the Rams have a first down.
Brandon, there have been some memorable snow games for championships in the NFL. 1948, Philadelphia Eagles, Chicago Cardinals.
Well, the most famous one in my lifetime, I think, is got to be 01, right? Raiders, Patriots, to send the Patriots to the Super Bowl.
You had to go to the Tucker Roll, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's one people remember. I also know this. In Miami, the infamous one the snowplow game in New England when they went out there and the Patriots had a guy come out and clear a spot on the field for their field goal kicker to kick the game winner.
Was that 82?
That was 82, and the Dolphins fans will never forget it.
Well, we're not seeing one of those famous games here, but it's fun to be in the snow nonetheless. It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. Williams is not going to get back to the line of scrimmage as they'll tackle him at the 3. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Williams again, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Kyron Williams, his 2nd touchdown of the night, and the Rams are able to extend their lead.
Your knees were down before you went in the end zone.
And they would not be denied on the ground, powering it in just one play after they got stopped short.
And how about how many tight ends were on the field? Because in today's NFL, we think of the tight end more as a pass catcher. But this group, they tell them you've got to be able to run block to stay on this team. And they committed to it and got it done right there.
It's not been snowing very long, but it's fucking snow on the ground already.
The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. On play action, here's Williams. He's going to look deep for more. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Fair to say the secondary play, whichever side you're on, hasn't really been a glowing exhibition so far, but a nice job there to prevent a long completion.
I agree with you, but at some point, someone had to make a play and try and stop this exhibition of almost speed racing that we've been watching, huh?
Yeah, it has been quarterback and receiver dominated. They'll run the draw here with Swift, and he is going to lose yardage here. He lost a big chunk, 6 yards there, and it leads to 4th down.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Here comes the Bears punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go.
And my goodness, another interception. Tyreek Stevenson picks it off. And the Bears will take over here just shy of the 30.
What's wrong, Justin? Give me a minute. Give me a minute. All right, I'm back. Yeah. Yeah.
Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
They'll start on the ground with Swift, and he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on third down, and you know what offenses want? Win first down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on first down. Now Williams to throw on second down. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that's caught inside the 35. A huge play there for Chicago.
Watch that. Watch that. Come on.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage
of
offense.
No, I come back,
teams
bro.
have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Williams. And this turns into a nice game with a slide at the end. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
I think the last two plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those two that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. Back to throw. Williams. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Caleb Williams. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Bears get a bit closer.
Nothing like understanding where your escape hatches are as a quarterback. Here he's looking, but he knows he doesn't want to force anything. So when nothing avails itself, he slips past the rushers, takes it right up the middle, and takes it into the end zone.
Santos able to tack on the extra point. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
No idea. You got to Google that.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And they will score a pick six for a Bears touchdown. So that potentially a turning point here this third quarter. A 2-score lead down to 1 now following the pick six.
And that had to be the message at halftime for this defense. Delivered and accepted. We need to go out there and make something happen.
Santos with the extra point. And the lead is down to a field goal. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10.
The busy night continues for Williams. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24.
No sweat from Montez Sweat that time as he makes that stop look easy. Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the third quarter.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A gain there of 21 yards.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40.
65 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
And my goodness, another interception.
And the Bears are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. So this offense moving the ball well, trying to open up a 2-score lead here in the third quarter, but now potentially a play that could have big ramifications.
Yeah, you've driven the ball down the field. Things are looking up, but it takes just one bad decision to throw things off the rails.
They'll fire deep, looking for more.
And now here's another interception.
And the Rams force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
And we now have a new single-game interception king, a record-breaking 5th pick there.
But that's not the true definition of a ball hawk. I don't know what is. That is absolutely phenomenal. What comes to mind quickly, partner, is one of the more recent ones to get to 4. D'Angelo Hall, a terrific player in his own right, but in this case, 5. That sets a brand new NFL record. An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the third quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them.
Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down.
A CD, a little bit of feast or famine for him. He's had some success throwing the football, but also now he's been sacked 4 times.
Yeah, you just mentioned the 4 sacks, but you're right. He has managed to hang in there and make plays at times. His offensive line, they've got to figure it out and pick things up and give him more opportunities, and he has to help them by getting rid of the ball a little bit quicker as well.
And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Here we go on 4th. Stafford. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And it'll be a turnover on downs.
Throwing on 1st and 10, Williams.
And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
On 1st down, Stafford here. Can't get away, and he's taken down.
T.J. Edwards
bringing the pressure yet again. That's his 3rd sack here tonight.
Well, this has turned into an absolute week to forget for this quarterback. Multiple sacks, Pair that with multiple turnovers. As far as he's concerned, if he ever sees this defense again, it'll be way too soon.
Now Stafford. Man open is Robinson.
Now he's loose again.
Touchdown. Demarcus Robinson, 76 yards.
And the Rams use the big play to extend their fourth quarter
Your
lead.
butthole 76 yards
Great
long.
out there, not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air.
Here comes Webster. He's going to bring it out. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical.
And that is incomplete.
Dude, that should have been, what do you want to call it?
He had a better chance of a positive play if he just ran it himself. The coverage downfield was really
should have been
good.
a flag.
That one falls incomplete.
There was little, yeah, I wasn't throwing to nobody. There was nobody there where I was throwing at.
2nd and 10.
On second down, here's Williams.
Yeah.
Time to his left. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line.
Give me a minute.
I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain.
He certainly isn't looking at the scoreboard out there because, to me, all he's concerned about is analyzing the field and making most of the time left in this game. Deficit's still there, but he's starting to hit them with some big plays.
On the run, he'll let this go deep right side.
And it is incomplete. Good positioning there.
Dude, I'm 5 for 38 with Caleb
Williams,
Williams,
bro.
bro.
As a passer and as a runner. One of the few mistakes he's made in this ball game. The wrong choice on that one. That one goes incomplete.
Williams to try again on 2nd and 10.
Dancing to his left. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. To the air on 3rd down is Williams.
Out to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Byron Young make that now 4 sacks for him in tonight's ball game.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Gizmo, go. I'm not ready. I can't take you out yet. No.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
No, he actually, like, he just learned how to start lifting his leg to go potty, so he enjoys it. Like, he's been marking everything, bro.
Stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
Okay, we've seen plenty of games. We've been there before. They thought they had this one over with. If they could have stopped them right there on that down, now they've got to continue to play. That's going to be tough.
No, let me get this run done.
Such great coverage. They had them blanketed, especially there in the secondary, but, hey, took off and found a way.
On 1st down, here's Williams. A high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
They'll fake the give. Now Williams.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted.
On the return, Williams. And the Rams will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
2nd and 10, Stafford again. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. Well, this is one heck of an individual performance we're witnessing. That is now his 3rd interception. And keep in mind, folks, this isn't a safety or a cornerback. This is a linebacker.
Does this feel to you
he's a linebacker,
like
bro.
He's having a flashback? Because a lot of these linebackers we see in the NFL, in high school, they were offensive stars. They touched the football all the time. It's like he said to himself, let's go back and put on the leather jacket and go get the football. How about this one? 3 interceptions thus far.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
I think if they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on 1st down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. Williams to the air on 2nd down. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances.
I think so.
They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
In motion left goes Allen. They'll run here with Swift. And he's not quite going to get to the marker. It'll be a gain of 8 on 3rd and 10.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there
get down.
about to break a big one.
And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he's going to get the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 22.
Come on, dude, so I can take you outside real quick. Fucking retard. This fucking dog.
I've only got 220 passing yards, but I've got damn near 300 fucking rushing yards with Caleb Williams.
All right, unpause it.
Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. And look, they got it. Good for them, but they were within his range. I know that would have been a long field goal. I'm kind of surprised he didn't kick it, though.
I guess what he's going to have to do is frame it as, I just had so much confidence in the offense there, that's why I went for it. It's not me saying you couldn't have made that field goal. I'm going to need you later. Stay ready.
Yeah, he did have the one miss earlier, but
oh, my God,
goodness,
dude.
Another interception. Picked off by Cameron Curl. And the Rams will take over here at their own 12-yard line. Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
The offense schemed going 5 wide, trying to create a chance for the big shot, and they took it. If he comes down with that one, that's a huge offensive swing. But credit the defense with a nice play, knocking that one away.
And he'll go down for a loss inside his own 5 at the 4. A loss of 8 that time, and it brings up 3rd down. Here's Stafford. Going to be taken in here by Nakua. And he's going to come up well short as they rally up to stop him at about the 16. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down. Here's Stafford. And this one is incomplete. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Running is Swift.
God damn it.
Push his way down to about the 14. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Now a carry for Swift. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. DeAndre Swift, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Bears have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. They'll try to run with Swift. And he got it on the touchdown run, but he won't get in here. He'll be stopped short, and they'll come up empty on the try for 2. Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. 1st down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10.
Lay down.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. They run it again with Williams. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down. It carries like that. That's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. They'll try the air now with Stafford. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And a return across midfield into the 46-yard line. I think it's safe to say this is a game he's not going to forget anytime soon, Charles. 3 interceptions.
It's rare that we see 3 interceptions by one team, let alone by an individual. And I think that after the second one, He's probably telling his teammates, any ball that's in the air, it's going to be mine, and that turned out to be true.
On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Keenan Allen, 46 yards.
And the Bears have taken a fourth-quarter lead.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that gives him a 3-point lead. Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone.
What
And
the
he
fuck
probably
are you
wishes he would have
doing,
sat
bro?
on that one. Instead, he's only able to get this up beyond the 15-yard line.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive.
What the fuck were you
We
doing,
certainly
dude?
have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter.
Just a yard on the first down
Hey, you
carry,
might want to
so
quit
2nd
fucking
and 9.
around.
Well, partner, I don't think it's any secret that any running back wants to be able to see a hole open so that he can gallop through it. But in this case, he had to slow down. There was really no hole there, and he took a big hit in order to get that 1 yard.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And he's got some space here.
Now he's into the clear again. Inside the 10.
Touchdown, Rams.
Cooper Kupp, 83 yards. And the Rams use the defensive breakdown to take the lead away here in the fourth.
So minutes after giving up the lead in the fourth quarter, they say not so fast. Big play, and they grab that lead right
Yeah,
back.
you did. I took the lead. That's giving it up.
Up, down. Did you have a seesaw? Did you play that when you were a kid?
Oh, yeah.
Huh?
Out on the playground, absolutely.
You had to make sure that you matched weight, though, on the other side, though, right? Otherwise, you could be up in the air a long time.
By the way, we're not done in this one. I think we're set up for an exciting finish.
Here comes Webster. He's going to bring it out. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
And I did it with the Cowboys.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one.
That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack.
To throw, Williams.
And
Oh, my
goodness,
God, bro.
Another interception.
Fucking goddamn. Had to tackle you with Cole Kmet. That's
He
fucking.
was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
Play action. Stafford. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Tyreek Stevenson picks it off. And the Bears are right back in this football game.
And yes, folks, that is his 5th interception, a new NFL record.
And that's absolutely phenomenal. I just have to flat out applaud him. What a great effort in this game. But let's face it, when you look back at the numbers of guys who had 4 in the past, you'll find the names of some of the greats and some guys who just had a fantastic game.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 23 yards on the tuck and run.
If they get a game-changing score on this drive, it's going to be because of plays like that. That run was pure heart. Took it himself, found a way to reset the downs, and advance the ball.
Here's Williams on 1st and 10.
Escaping the pressure right.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. They run out of the gun with Swift. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. To throw, it's Williams. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Keenan Allen with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Bears have yet again retaken the lead. Santos with the extra point, and that gives them a 3-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Out of the end zone comes Smith. And the decision to bring it out, kind of a costly one, as he won't make it back to the 20. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. They begin the drive with Williams. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I'll give him credit for trying, but there's no fooling the defense with that call. They were reading run, and they set up to stop the run and then executed.
To throw on 2nd down is Stafford. And now here is another interception. Kyler Gordon picks it off, and he'll bring it back to about the 5-yard line. Boy, what a turnaround. They exited the lockers with a nice lead, and now all of this. What's happened?
So when you start to write your novel, you'll start out with, it was a tale of two halves, won't you?
Hey, but I'm a bad writer.
I don't know exactly what happened, because sometimes teams can go in with a lead and get too comfortable, too relaxed, and a couple of things go wrong, and it's hard to get back that good feeling.
Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Swift again. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. DeAndre Swift. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Bears are able to build on to their 4th-quarter lead. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And good coverage defensively. They wouldn't let him get ahead of steam going, and he'll be brought down at the 15. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. Yeah, the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try.
Don't leave them open wide the fuck open.
There he goes again. And finally down at the 32-yard line. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines,
you got over 1,000 total yards, bro.
So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. Stafford now to throw. That'll be caught. It's Cup. And he'll be touched down in the end, but a big play on that one.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal.
And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. Kyron Williams, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Rams are back within a score. Extra point splits the uprights. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
All right.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. Here comes Webster. He's going to bring it out. And he won't quite make it to the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They have played so strongly. You look at the scoreboard, you probably, with the way they played, you would think the margin would be a lot bigger, right?
You would.
And now look at this. Big game.
Oh, my God, bro. Oh, my God. Oh, my God.
Here's where team football gets tested a little bit. Because
are you fucking for real, you piece of monkey trash?
Sidelines, and all of a sudden, they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field. And they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the fourth, a costly turnover.
Here's 1st and 10.
Following the fumble recovery, Stafford. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
That was for the lead right there. They know they're in a position where fortune favors the brave. So they took their shot, but couldn't connect.
Here's 2nd down.
To throw is Stafford. Going up top for Kupp. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, these defensive backs have been getting torched all game long, and finally, a small measure of revenge here. That time the coverage downfield is excellent, and they're right there to battle for the football and force the incomplete pass.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
4th down, 10 yards to go.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And that will force a turnover on downs.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. Off the play fake, it's Williams.
Open man, this is Lewis. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. He finds his target, Allen.
Appreciate it, buddy.
Bears. Keenan Allen finishing strong with 3 fourth-quarter touchdowns as his guys are able to extend their lead. Santos with the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
Why? Oh. Yeah, why?
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Now Stafford. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Kyler Gordon picks it off, and his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Following the fumble recovery, Williams. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I certainly like the idea. You're down on their side of the field. Get your big play guy involved. That time, they put one up for him to see if he can pull it down in the end zone. But the coverage was good, and it winds up incomplete.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Here's Williams.
And my goodness, another interception.
And the Rams are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. Stafford. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Tyreek Stevenson picks it off.
Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining.
Good game, buddy. Hey, it was a good game. I had to come back, bro. It was a fight to come back.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown.
DeAndre Swift,
a 6-yard touchdown run.
And the Bears are an extra point away from making this a 3-score game.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
And Smith not going to bring it out, so it's a touchback.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side.
And now here is another interception. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
As a quarterback, Charles, you have to imagine that he knew that heat was coming there on that snap. But this time, the pressure forces him into an interception.
Absolutely he knew, and maybe that's a spot in other parts of the game. He's going to think about just throwing that one away, but down late in the 4th quarter, he has no choice, no luxury. He's got to try and make a play. And even with that pressure around him, he tried to complete it downfield to no avail.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college.
And this is caught. Touchdown. DJ Moore, 37 yards.
And the Bears take the first turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. Yet another touchdown in what has just been a high-scoring affair, a fun one to watch. And it's the rookie quarterback, Charles, coming through with yet another touchdown pass to pad the lead.
Did we come into this game where defense was optional? Because it certainly feels that way, right? But when you look at the scoreboard, this rookie, he has his team moving at a little bit quicker pace than his opponents. The entire offense is going to get plenty of praise, but I think these coaches have to be especially happy when their quarterback is done.
I come close. What the fuck, bro?
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, this is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. One last throw here for Stanford. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game.